Okay guys, so what are the top 10 civil engineering interview question? In this video, I will discuss about the top 10 civil engineering question and also their answer. Okay, so the very first question, if you are attempting any interview of any design firm, okay, the very first question you supposed to encounter is draw the reinforcement detail for a continuous fan like this. Okay, let's say this is the continuous span, okay, and you have to draw the reinforcement detail. Just after each and every question, try to pause this video and try to answer yourself and match with my answer. Okay, so to draw the reinforcement detail, first you have to provide the through reinforcement like this, okay, shown in yellow color with proper lapping and end hook. Okay, then you have to provide the extra reinforcement like this one, like this one, or like this one, that are provided in support and in the middle portion. Okay, so you are done with 50% job, and next is you have to provide the shear reinforcement, okay, closely at the support and more spaced at midspan. Each and everything will be observed by the recruiter with thorough checking. Okay, so first is provide thorough reinforcement. Okay, so let me use different color. First use thorough reinforcement, second use extra rebar, third use shear reinforcement with close spacing at support and more spacing at midspan. Okay, if you can do this, you are done. Okay, now question number 2. Second question, if you are attempting to sit for interview a design firm, the second question you may suppose to encounter is that you will be given this 3 section. First one is this rectangular one, second one is circular one, and the third one is our that king size I section. Okay, and the question is which one is better or best for beam section, and your answer is of course this is I section. And the next question is coming directly from this question, that is why it is best for beam. I've already discussed a lot about this, that is it has a flange that catches the bending stress and it has a very good web which caters the shear stress. That's it, you are done. Okay, again the third question. The third question is about to ask you, when you are supposed to design a column, which section is best from this one, rectangular, circular, or I section? Of course your answer is, in this case, for best section in case of a column, it is which one? Yes, circle. Of course the next question is coming directly from your answer, that is why. Okay, always be prepared with the what and why. Okay, if you know something related to what, it is not sufficient, you have to know why also. Okay, that's the main job. So why it is best for using as a column section? Because your answer should be like this: in case of any column, it is susceptible to buckling. Got it? So for any column, it is susceptible to buckling. Okay, now if we use this rectangular one, it will always buckle along this minor axis. Okay, so we will have a direction about which the column is susceptible to buckle. Got it? But if we have a circular section like this, okay, there is no such minor axis, so the buckling is symmetrical about any direction. We don't need to be worried about the direction of buckling. That is why column section, for column section we will use the circular section. Okay, so it is the third question. Now the fourth question. If you are supposed to attempt an interview related to a construction company, okay, you may encounter this question, that is, what is slump? Okay, and what is this? Slump is the measure of workability of your concrete. Okay, and again you will be asked from your answer to measure slump at site, which test is used. That is question number 5, that is cone test. Again, from this answer you will be asked, what is the diameter? What is the diameter of the rod that is used in this test to compact the concrete? Okay, especially I was asked about this question. Okay, now what is the diameter? Okay, this is 16 mm. Okay, now move to next topic. Your interview is supposed to last for maximum 10 minutes. Okay, so you have already over 6 minutes. Now the next question may be from some steel. Okay, and for steel, of course, you may be asked that let's say you have a truss like this. Okay, especially this is specially for the companies if it is associated with some design work. Okay, let's say this is the truss. Okay, and these are the strut. Okay, now you are given with some arbitrary load like this one. This is the load given P, and your question is which members are in compression, which members are in tension, and which carries zero force. Very peculiar question. So first, your job is to identify the zero force member, first one, second one, third one. Okay, of course we have missed a strut here. Okay, this is also zero force member. You're done with this one. Okay, now the compression bar. Of course, if you have a beam like this, okay, you have a load, it will bend like this. So all the fibers at top are in compression, all the fibers in bottom are in tension. So all the bottom member here are in tension. Okay, but all the member here are in compression, but still we have the inclined members. Okay, now of course here you can see this one is in tension, so this is in tension. Okay, and this one is also in compression, this is also in compression. Okay, because here your reaction is coming, so to cater you must have to have some compression here. Okay, so you are almost done. Now you may be asked some question from soil, of course. Oh sorry, here we have already discussed your 5th question, now it was 6th, and now we are moving to our 7th question. Especially now this question may be asked from soil. Okay, so first question that can be asked from soil, so we are at 7th question. Okay, so what is the typical bearing capacity of a clay soil? Okay, typical bearing capacity. Okay, say bearing capacity. Okay, though this is a practical type question, but if you have done a good practical class, in that case you should have the idea that it is normally varied from 10 ton meter square, okay, to 12 ton per meter square, or it may be sometime it is 8 ton per meter square. Okay, now the interview or the interview panelist or the recruiter doesn't look for the perfect value, whether it is 11 or 10. If let's say you are saying that it is in the range of 30 ton per meter square, you're out. You have no idea about the safe bearing capacity of clay soil. Okay, but instead of 8, if you say, let's say, well, it is 7 ton per meter square, you are more or less good to go. Okay, so this was about the 7th question. Now move on to the 8th question. Again, this question may be something from construction. You may be asked about the maximum, okay, maximum cement content for any design mix. You may be asked about that. Okay, now specifically I am not mentioning any particular code, whether it may be related to ISC or maybe ACI, AISC is related to steel, it may be related to ACI, it may be related to your our I standard code. Okay, but the maximum cement content limit normally in the range of 400 kg per meter cube. Okay, that's the normal cases. It should not be more than 400 kg. Now if your answer is, well, it is 250 kg, you are out. But if you say, well, it is 410, you are more or less good to go. Okay, kg per meter cube. Our 9th question may be some practical exposure. Okay, you may be asked about the function of a shear wall. Okay, a shear wall, what is that? A shear wall, you may be asked about the function of a shear wall. You know that in case of a tall multi-storied building, the lift shaft are made of RCC wall. Okay, that is known as shear wall. The main function of this shear walls are, it looks something like this. Okay, let's say this is the shear wall. The main function is when the building or structure is subjected to your high wind or any type of lateral load, maybe from earthquake. Okay, this shear wall provide a good amount of resistance. If you are able to say, or if you are able to answer that this shear walls are mainly provided to cater the lateral load, you are more or less good to go. You should be selected. Okay, and finally we should conclude this video, and you may be asked about some few other questions related to the aggregate. Okay, you may be asked about some bulking property of sand, why it happens, what is the consequence of mixed design, or you may be asked about the mixed proportion for, let's say, M20 or M25, this type of questions. Okay, so always be prepared based on the company where you are supposed to attempt the next interview. Okay, if it is the construction company, prepare yourself thoroughly for different construction aspect, or if it is a design company, well, it's good, just go to their website, what are the current ongoing projects. Okay, try to be familiar with those type of works and prepare yourself. Okay, wish you best of luck. That's it.